Number 1. The Card Game.
The card game is a paranormal ritual that is used to contact the spirits of the dead. The card game can be played with any number of people. You will need a deck of playing cards, a candle, and some salt. Step 1. Turn off all the lights in the room and light the candle. Step 2. Sprinkle some salt on the playing cards. Step 3. Each person who is playing the game must shuffle the cards. Step 4. Lay out the cards face down in 3 groups of 6 each. Each group of cards should be 2 columns and 3 rows. Step 5. You ask, are the spirits willing to speak with us tonight? Step 6. The person who asks the question hovers their hand over each of the cards until you feel heat coming from one of the cards. Oddly enough, you will want to select the card with heat radiating from it. It's weird, but the cards do give off heat when doing this. You can feel the heat coming off of them when you hover your hands over them. This is why you must move your hands slowly. Step 7. Turn over that card. The spirits will communicate through the cards. Hearts mean yes. Spades mean no. Diamonds mean maybe. Clubs mean I don't know. Each person who is playing can ask a question. Each time, only the person who asks the question must turn over the card. If anything bad starts to happen, end the game immediately. If you hear whispering or feel something touch you, stop playing. To end the game, you say goodbye and blow out the candle. Then you sprinkle salt all over the cards again and then shuffle them. Warning, we suggest you do not play the card game.
Number 2. The Hosting Game.
To play the hosting game, you will need 3 matches, a clock, a pen or pencil, and a sheet of paper. You also need to be alone in the house. Caution: we advise you not to play this game, as it could result in something very bad happening. Preparations: select one room in your house. The room must be a small empty room with no windows. It could be a closet, a bathroom, or any other type of room. This is the hosting room. If you cannot find a room with no windows, you can use a room that has windows, but you must block the windows somehow. No light should be able to get into the room. Step 1. Turn off all sources of noise. That means phones, TVs, computers, electrical gadgets, etc. Step 2. Wait until it is dark outside. Turn off all the lights in the house except for the light in the hosting room. Leave that one on. If there is no light bulb in the hosting room, you can put a candle or a flashlight in there. Leave the pen, paper, and clock in the hosting room. Step 3. Now the game can begin. Go to the furthest point in your house from the hosting room. Walk from room to room, making your way back to the hosting room. And each room you pass through, stop and call out, "I will be ready soon." Step 4. When you get to the hosting room, take the sheet of paper and write the following on it. You are invited to a gathering hosted by, parentheses, write your name here. It takes place at, write the current time here. Bring your friends. Place the sheet of paper on the floor in the middle of the room. Step 5. Stand in the doorway, facing into the hosting room and say, "I am ready. You can come in." Step 6. Turn off the light, turn around, and walk out. Stand outside the doorway with your back turned to the hosting room. Step 7. Take out 3 matches and hold them in your own hand. Count out loud from 1 to 10. At 10, strike the first match. If the match lights on the first strike, say out loud, "I am glad to see you. Thank you for coming." If the match does not light on the first strike, drop it and immediately proceed to the next step. Step 8. Strike the second match. If the match lights on the first strike, say out loud, "I am glad to see you. Thank you for coming." If the match does not light on the first strike, drop it and immediately proceed to the next step. Step 9. Strike the third match. If the match lights on the first strike, say out loud, "I am glad to see you. Thank you for coming." If the match does not light on the first strike, this is very bad. It means you have uninvited guests. Do not turn around. Run immediately to the nearest light source, not the one in the hosting room, and turn it on. The party is over. Step 10. If the third match lit on the first strike, stand very still and listen carefully. You will hear faint voices or whispering behind you. Do not turn around. To end the hosting game, say out loud, "Thank you for coming. Goodbye." Then walk to the nearest light source and turn it on. The game is over. Your guests are gone.
Number 3. Dark music.
Things you will need: an instrument, a pointy pen, holy water or salt water, music notes, ink, paper, a hawk feather, a band-aid or two, something to hide in, like a black or dark blue blanket, headphones, something to record that can plug in headphones, a camera, a screen so you can use the camera. Step 1. Take the instrument and place it in front of a door. Step 2. Take the pointy pen and poke yourself, then wipe the blood on the instrument. Step 3. Place the camera in front of the instrument and take the ink, the feather, and the paper. Step 4. Start writing on the paper. Step 5. Write, "O mighty ghost, please play for us." Step 6. Wait until 12 a.m. at the place you are hiding in until you hear faint music. Then start the recorder and plug in your headphones. Step 7. Listen and watch. Ending it: when you want the ghost to go away, put the holy water or salt water in your mouth. Do not drink. And spit it out on the floor where the ghost is standing. Make sure you do it fast or the ghost will kill you. Warning: do not post the video on any website or the ghost will haunt you. Some people reported that they have dreams about them walking in a hallway and seeing a person playing a flute or guitar. When they walk closer, they see a ghost playing that instrument, and then the ghost gets closer and kills them in the dream. Then they wake up and they see a floating knife, and then it disappeared.
Number 4. Dry bones.
Warning: the Dry Bones ritual is a very dangerous game, and we strongly advise you not to play it. By dabbling with the occult and contacting demons, you are messing with things you don't understand. You could wind up losing your mind, being killed, or worse, losing your soul. The Dry Bones ritual must be played alone. All you need is a bathroom, a mirror, a candle, and a box of matches. Step 1. To prepare, close all the doors and windows in your house. Close all cupboards, closets, wardrobes, and cabinets also. Turn off all the lights in the house, including televisions and computer screens. Step 2. Begin the game at 12:01 a.m., not a minute sooner or later. Go into your bathroom and look into the mirror. Make sure that everything is completely silent. If you hear any strange noises, it means he is already there. Abort the game and leave the house immediately. That means that he is already there. Step 3. Think of something that you want. This will be your prize if you win. Step 4. Strike a match and light the candle. Do not blow out the match yourself. Wait for it to burn out on its own. If the match lasts 15 seconds or more, then you may continue. Step 5. Lie down on the floor and recite the following words. I am aware of your presence, and I welcome you into my home. Come now. Step 6. Go to the largest room in your house and wait. How long this takes can vary widely. For some, it may take hours, and for others it could take minutes. You have to be patient. When he is ready, you will hear a faint moaning sound. If you hear anything else, abort the game and leave the house immediately. Step 7. When you hear the moaning begin, you must run and hide. Stay in your hiding place and pray he doesn't find you. To win the game, you must remain hidden until 3 a.m. During the time that you are hidden, he will be searching for you. Remain absolutely quiet and do not make any noise. Try not to make any quick movements, or it will be easier for him to find you. Step 8. When the clock strikes 3, the game is over and it is safe to come out. Return to the largest room in your house and say, "Thank you for playing, but you must leave now. You are no longer welcome." You will hear a groan and he will leave. If you manage to hide successfully, you have won the game and your prize will be waiting outside your front door the next morning. However, the question is this: is any prize really worth the risk of what could happen to you if you lose?
This is Mr.
And Mrs. Fright Nights.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Please like and subscribe, and please give us some ideas in the comments below. If you want to share any scary experiences that you have had, our email address is in the description box. We'll be sure to give you credit.
And remember, dusk is the monster's dawn.